Ever feel like you're just not strong enough? Like you're watching everyone else get ahead while you're stuck on the sidelines? That was me, Emily, living in Los Angeles, surrounded by people who seemed so confident, so powerful. I was 5'8", slim, and honestly, pretty weak. Walking into a gym felt like stepping onto a different planet. I saw these women lifting weights, their focus unbreakable, their strength undeniable. They weren't just exercising, they were building themselves plate by plate. And a thought sparked inside me, what if I could do that too? So, my journey began, not with some grand gesture, but with a single dumbbell. The first few weeks were humbling. My arms ached, my shoulders burned, and my reflection just showed the same girl I always was. Doubt was a constant companion, whispering that I wasn't cut out for this. But every time I saw those strong women in the gym, their silent determination fueled mine. I decided I wouldn't quit. I'd show up even when I didn't want to. I'd add that extra 5 pounds even when it felt impossible. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things started to change. A new curve appeared on my shoulder. A hint of definition started to trace my back. My arms, once slender and weak, began to feel solid, powerful. It was like watching a sculpture being carved out of stone, one precise chip at a time. The physical pain of training started to feel less like a punishment and more like a conversation with my body. It was telling me where I was weak, and I was responding by making it strong. Of course, it wasn't a straight line to success. I hit plateaus that felt like concrete walls. Weeks would go by with no visible progress, and that old voice of self-doubt would get louder. See, you've hit your limit. This is as far as you go. There were days I sat in my car in the gym parking lot, fighting back tears, wondering why I was putting myself through this. But then I'd remember the feeling of completing a heavy lift, the rush of knowing I just did something I couldn't do a week ago. That feeling was addictive. It was proof that I was in control. So I pushed. I learned more about nutrition, fueling my body for performance instead of just surviving. I switched up my routines, shocking my muscles into new growth. I started focusing not just on the weight I was lifting, but on the connection between my mind and my muscles. Each rep became a meditative act of focus and will. The gym transformed from a place of intimidation into my sanctuary, a place where I forged my own strength. My body was no longer just something I lived in. It was something I had built. Today, when I look in the mirror, I don't just see muscles. I see every early morning, every failed rep I fought through, every drop of sweat, and every single moment I chose determination over doubt. This isn't just about a physical transformation. It's about the iron discipline that reshaped my mind. I started as an ordinary girl who felt lost in the crowd, and I became the architect of my own power. My story proves that strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, day by day, with patience, effort, and the unwavering belief that you are capable of more. If I can do it, so can you. The only thing stopping you is the decision to start. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more inspiration.